The day she walked away, I owned nothing but a torn backpack, a cracked phone with no balance, and a heart full of plans nobody believed in. We were standing outside a tea stall, the kind where steam mixes with dust and dreams feel too big for the street they're born on. She didn't raise her voice or create a scene. She simply looked at me the way people look at unfinished buildings, with doubt and exhaustion. "I can't wait forever," she said. "Love doesn't pay rent." I wanted to tell her that one day it would. That the nights I spent awake sketching ideas, the risks I was hungry to take, the sacrifices I was making would turn into something solid. But words are cheap when your pockets are empty. She turned, walked away, and didn't look back. That sound, her footsteps fading, followed me longer than any memory of her smile. Life after that was cruel but honest. I slept in shared rooms, sometimes on rooftops, sometimes on borrowed sofas. I worked jobs that paid just enough to keep me moving, delivering packages in the heat, cleaning offices at night, fixing computers during the day. Every rejection hardened me. Every failure sharpened me. I learned to trust discipline over motivation and patience over luck. Years passed quietly. No applause. No shortcuts. Just progress so slow that sometimes it felt like standing still. Then one idea finally broke through. A small tech solution I built for local businesses turned into something scalable. Investors came, then more investors. The same people who once avoided eye contact now waited outside my office. Success didn't arrive like fireworks. It arrived like sunrise, gradual, undeniable. One office became 3. One city became many. I bought a house not because I wanted to show off, but because I wanted silence. Space. A place where my past couldn't touch me without permission. The mansion stood on a hill, surrounded by glass and green. It still felt unreal some mornings. I'd wake up expecting to hear traffic horns and leaking taps, but instead there was calm. Still, peace doesn't erase memory. It only gives it room to breathe. One evening, as the sky softened into orange, my security called me. "Sir, there's a woman at the gate. She says she knows you." I looked at the screen and time folded in on itself. She stood there, older but unmistakable. The same eyes. The same posture. The confidence was gone, replaced by hesitation. For a moment, I felt nothing. Then everything. I told them to let her in. She walked up the long driveway slowly, as if the ground might reject her. When she reached the door, she didn't knock. She just stood there until I opened it myself. For a second, neither of us spoke. The silence carried years of unsaid things. "I heard about you," she finally said. "I wasn't sure it was true." I stepped aside and let her in. The house swallowed her words. She looked around, not with envy, but with disbelief. Maybe she was searching for the boy she left behind and couldn't find him in the man standing in front of her. "I'm not here for money," she said quickly, as if reading my thoughts. I wanted to see you. To say I'm sorry." I nodded. Apologies sound different when they arrive late. Not heavier. Just quieter. We sat across from each other, the distance between us larger than the room. She told me about her life, how she married someone stable, how stability turned into routine, then resentment, then regret. How she remembered me whenever things felt empty. "I didn't believe you," she said. "That's my fault. I thought love without security was foolish." "It was," I replied honestly. "But it was mine." She looked down, tears forming but not falling. "Do you ever think about me?" "Yes," I said. "But not the way you might hope." She smiled sadly. "I figured." When she left, she didn't ask to stay. She didn't ask for help. She only asked one question at the door. If I had stayed, would this still have happened? I answered without hesitation. No. I became this because I had nothing. Including you. She nodded, accepting the truth like a sentence already served. As she walked away, I realized something important. I wasn't angry. I wasn't proud. I was free. That night, standing alone on my balcony, I understood that success isn't about proving someone wrong. It's about surviving what broke you and building something that doesn't need validation. She walked away when I had nothing. Years later, she stood outside my mansion. But the real distance between us wasn't measured in money or walls.